chat. This is Komorebi. Okay. Do I click this?
Welcome.
Oh no.
Komorebi.
No, I don't. Hi. Hello.
You have chosen to take part in a personal experience.
Okay.
In exchange for that, we have given you several options to use.
Okay, okay.
Feel free to do so at your leisure.
Okay, okay.
Your experience will be divided into fragments like these.
Memories.
Right now, there's only one.
Okay.
Try saving and then interact with this fragment. Alternatively, feel free to enjoy the view.
I do love this starry sky. Alright, save. Alright, you want me to save? I'll do that. And interact.
Experience opening fragment. A new beginning.
Sure. Okay, what ripple did I just send into time-space? What did I break? Fear of the future must not define us. It is regrets of the past that make us who we are. My eyes flutter as I linger on the precipice of a peaceful sleep. Hi, Gerg. Cars pass by, then fade away, lulling me like mechanical waves on a suburban sea. However, as enticing as slumber may seem, this is not the time or the place. As we drive, I keep myself awake with pleasant thoughts both old and new. Those vehicles that pass by, where were they going? And where did they come from? I dig deeper and start to wonder who those people were, who they loved and held dear. Billions of people, all with lives fundamentally different from mine. It's a lot to take in. But is that difference a good thing or a bad thing? I stop to think, and I can find no answer. As many people say, though, the unknown is alluring. It's part of why I'm sitting here right now. I feel a tap on my shoulder, and I let out a loud yawn. Giving my friend a slight smile, it isn't long before I receive one in return. At least we were both on the same page. There'd be plenty of time to sleep later on.
Hey, you alright over there?
I'm doing just fine.
Ever since we left the airport, you've been dozing off like mad. I thought it was pretty good company, you know? You're offending me.
Wow. Look, listen, right? You're pretty, right? We could just kiss instead. I shake my head, as if doing so would grant me further clarity. Oh, I get to pick choices, chat. I get to pick choices. You're great company. I'm just really tired. Honestly, I was waiting for you to make the first move. You're pretty boring. I'm already planning a return flight home. Holy shit. What makes you think you can wake me up like that? Just feeling a little homesick, that's all. You're great company. I'm just really tired. That sounds more fitting, because I don't know much about this guy just yet.
Yeah, me too. But you're the only one to blame here.
Oh, I'm the only one. Am I then? Okay, okay.
Why did you book the red eye? Now there's a question for the ages. I had some coffee, but not even that could save me.
Look, listen, I wonder, chat, I find myself wondering where else on his body he has blue, considering just how it's such randomly placed, you know. I'm just like, where else does the blue fur go? Is it your belly? Is it your peats? What tell me about it, I wanna know.
Besides,
But before he can continue, he's cut off by a loud beeping noise. A light in the dashboard starts to flash, causing him to groan in annoyance. He looks down for a moment and presses a button to silence the intrusion.
distracted driving? Of course.
Wow. CC, welcome back.
Apparently, this thing doesn't want me talking to my friend. I guess it thinks you're a risk? Maybe you should take that as a compliment.
Wait, why? What? Is your car sentient? Do we have a night... Are we in Knight Rider? I shrug, unsure of how to respond, as I rest my head on the window. According to the system, almost everything was a risk these days. Oh, okay. It wasn't worth losing the points, so we sit and remain in silence. What? There's a system monitoring your every move? Okay. Okay. Bwam. Okay. Break the system. Are we in... Is this actually that Minesweepers game? Mind scanners? Mind scanners? This is concerning a little bit. Hi, Moki. A few moments later, the silence is finally broken. I'm thankful, as things are starting to get a little awkward. But I guess meeting someone for the first time is almost like that.
Well, it was nice of him to pick you up from the airport. Isaac, right?
Hello? Who's this man? Who's this man right here? Look at him, chat. Look at him. Look at this man.
Make sure to keep people like him close by during a change like this. Things may seem a bit uncertain right now, but remember, that's not a bad thing.
Who are you? He fiddles with a few papers in his hands before pulling out a specific sheet. Placing it on the table between us, he slowly slides it over to my side of the room. I pick it up, and I inspect it for a few moments. It's a basic questionnaire.
If you could just fill out the basics, that would be great.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like, it's like, if you look at the config, they're all at 100. But hold on, wait, let me turn this up. I'll turn down the BG... oh, God. Like that? Let's try that. If you could just fill out the basics of the great.
Obviously, I know who you are, but we need to leave a paper trail.
That's better.
You fill that out, and I'll decide our topics for the day, all right?
What? Yeah, no, I fixed it. I nod, grabbing the pen that rests on the table beside me. These sessions were always boring, especially the first few. A new city and a new counselor. Right back to square one. After filling out the form, I place it on the table and slide it back. The counselor picks it up, inspects it, and gives me a knowing nod.
All that aside, I assume that you still prefer the name Delta? It was mentioned in the note sent over by your previous counselor.
CC, listen, right, if you ever make a game like this, I want in it. I want to voice my character in it. And I want in it, okay? Actually, CC, I was talking to someone about making this kind of game. Maybe I can match you two together.
Don't worry, it's normal. A lot of people your age shy away from their birth name.
Wait, am I changing my name?
Why spend our lives with something that's been decided for us, right? Things are a lot more flexible than we give them credit for. That includes the future, a fact that people tend to forget.
I will buy your game now. I really don't know where he's going with this. He taps the papers against his lap, straightening them out.
Allow me to be a little blunt.
Okay.
I mean, we both know why you're here.
For cute boys?
My practice focuses on people like yourself, those who saw nothing. Honestly, that's a very small group. It must get lonely for you sometimes.
I shrug.
There's a single question I like to ask my new patients. So, excuse the cliche, but how does that make you feel? Being alone while billions receive a glimpse of the future.
Look, listen, if everyone else was seeing the future and I was like blissfully unaware, I think that'd probably be a blessing more than anything. And Kirby, I like meat. Meat is good. I thank him for rubbing it in, ensuring that the sarcasm is clear.
It's the opposite, actually. I meant to give you some support.
Did you?
Imagine being constrained by a vision of your future, consumed by it. You have what some people would call freedom, a truly blank slate.
A truly blank slate.
Remember, Komorebi is a relatively new phenomenon. Society has flourished for thousands of years without it. Some would consider your situation a blessing. Don't forget that.
Thank you for the host. I can tell he's giving a speech that he's given many times before. Because of that, it seems to lose some of its impact and wisdom. As I close my eyes, I simply hope that this is all over soon. I'm not sure. I'm waiting for the hook. Because, you know, like this, so far this is just a story. There's gonna be a hook somewhere. The TV report continues, and I open my eyes with slight hesitation. I've only been here for a few days, and rest is almost impossible to find. A new start to your life is always stressful after all. At least I have friends.
I can't believe they're making us watch this.
Hi again.
100 years of visions? Nobody cares. Looks like Argus just wants to stroke their own ego.
Hi, Savage. How you doing? Chubby, hello. Who needs friends? You know. Pretty strong hook. I'm waiting for the hook. Dante leans forward, taking the opportunity to chime in.
Yeah, this
Oh.
is more about the system than anything else. Maybe they should fix all the glitches before boasting.
I feel like I should sit in like the middle of the screen or something to avoid being in the way. And like Unity doesn't exist right now. Yeah, I get that. Unity can be a pain in the dick.
Watch. Soon it'll say talking over their propaganda is risky.
Isaac leans forward, whispering as if the topic is sensitive.
You're not supposed to badmouth the system, Dante.
The system. Is there such a thing as being in Unity? I think there is for like a week until they do an update or change it. Shrink? I don't want you shrink. Oh no. Oh. How do I shrink? Hold on. Where am I? This is better. I'm small now. It's me. I'm tiny. Ah. Is this better? Is this what you want?
As if my score could get any lower, man.
Small, it's me.
Besides, Delta has definitely seen my true colors by now. I'm under no obligation to keep up the nice guy act.
Wow. My god. Luca. You just made me think of Rita Repulsa. Make my monster grow!
Why does it have to be an act? Can't you just, be nice?
We want to see the Purple Wolf. I'm sorry, look, he's right there. Look at him. The one thing that I would add to this is like a name on the box, just so you remember, because there's gonna be like what 5 or 6 characters running through this. So I'd love to see like a name, like on top of the box or something that just says like Dante or whatever, you know. Dante scoffs.
Too much effort, not enough caffeine.
Hello, Nico.
And you know the system is messed, Isaac. We're all on a leash. They just use Komorebi as an excuse to make it stay that way.
I do like how they have very simple like designs, like in the sense of like their color schemes. Like they've got like black and blue, and obviously the white of his eyes. He's got white, kind of black, grey, and purple. He's a little bit more complex in this design, but like he's still quite simplistic, you know. Nico, hi. This is Komorebi. This is Komorebi. Komorebi is the new game by Clace from who made Major Minor and Winds of Change.
Can't argue with that one. Hey, Delta, didn't you have an appointment soon? Maybe I can use you as an excuse to stop watching this thing.
I mean, you've got Sean Chiplock, Jonas Scott. You've got the guy who voiced Shinji. You've got the guy who does Angel Dust. There's quite a few voice actors in this game. Maybe he just likes emerald green, Savage. Maybe green's his color. It's kind of teal anyway.
Would be nice.
Kind of tealish. Tealish? No, it's not. It's not. It's emerald green, isn't it? I laugh at the retort and lean back in an attempt to relax. I let Isaac know that he is right, but my appointment wasn't for a while. I don't like yellow for... That's fair. That's fair. Michael Kovac? Yes. Is that who it is? I believe it is. Yeah, he's doing Taylor. He's actually voicing Clace's character in this game. Yeah, I definitely need to gather my thoughts. There's a fog over my mind, and I feel so scatterbrained. Grounding myself in this new environment would definitely help. Komorebi appointment. The system. News report. Oh, am I meant to...
Interact with each word to learn more about it.
Thank you, voice of the system.
Upon interacting with all four, your experience will continue.
Okay, well, tell me about Komorebi. One day, the world was changed forever. Billions of people experienced vivid visions of the future. These could not be mistaken for dreams. It seemed to be true precognition. The visions the people had would follow them for the rest of their lives. Replaying at the worst possible times, it was almost like an intrusive thought. Whether positive or negative in nature, these visions still consumed lives. Nobody knew how or why this happened, but it was far too late. Chaos ensued. Those who saw personal success went to great lengths to fulfill their visions. Those who saw personal failures did anything they could to avoid them. It wasn't just a one-time event either. Komorebi overstayed its welcome. Children and grandchildren grew up alongside this odd phenomenon. They too experienced their own visions around the age of 13. The world became obsessed with the future, obsessed with Komorebi. It was a word describing sunlight that shines down through the trees. A simple and poetic metaphor for the visions filtering into our world. While the Komorebi phenomenon was peculiar, there was also something else. Some people saw nothing, left completely in the dark, with no vision at all. Less than 1% of the world experienced this, a very small group, very My Hero Academia. But it was still extremely worrying. What did seeing nothing mean? Were you dead? Nobody knew. Depression and suicidal ideation became commonplace among this group. They were assigned to a counselor who meets with them on a regular basis. I am one of these people. I never experienced my own vision. People always worry me and fear that I may do something rash. In reality, however, I'm fine. My lack of vision has never defined me. Because I moved to a new city to live with friends, I was given a new counselor. It's kind of lame to start all over, after spending so many years with the last one. But I'm told that this doctor is great, and I'll feel at home in just a few sessions. Okay. Because of the chaos that ensued during the advent of Komorebi, a plan was needed. There were too many people acting recklessly in the face of their futures. Whether avoiding or fulfilling the visions, risky behavior was a constant. A new system was introduced that governed the behavior of the people. You would be held accountable for all your actions, regardless of legality. This was an attempt to keep people in line and focused on the present. Live in a safe, orderly manner, and you'd accrue points over your lifetime. If you did the opposite, you'd lose points. Be rude, speed, litter, stuff like that. Your point total would define you as either an asset or a liability to society. While primitive at first, this concept grew as technology progressed. It is currently integrated into every possible device, phones, cars, homes. The demand is clear. Be rewarded for your subservience to the system. Crime and accident rate plummeted due to this, and society is on a tight leash. But some people argue that living in chains isn't really living at all. Life is all about taking risks, and making progress, they say. Fight as they might, however, no movement has resulted in any change. Your worth in society is dictated solely by your score in the system. Generations later, managing your points is simply the norm. Today marks the 100th anniversary of Komorebi. Nothing has ever been the same since then, and I don't think it ever will be. The current state of technology and society is vastly different than it would have been. At the top of it all, right next to the world leaders, is the Argus Corporation. They created the system. They create almost every device we use today. It's Sony. It's the new version of Sony. In many ways, they affect our lives, even more than those in power. Sony and Microsoft's fusion company. The report is basically going over the history of Komorebi and Argus. But to be honest, it seems like a little self-serving, and very unnecessary. Isaac was right. It's like they just want to stroke their own egos. They made it mandatory viewing as well. If you ignore the special report, you'd lose some points. Essentially, our social status is being held for ransom. But there's one thing that nobody can monitor. It's what I'm thinking of. So while I'm watching, at least I have time to gather my thoughts. Okay, I let out a soft sigh, and everything suddenly feels better. It's crazy how much a quick mental breather can help. My last counselor is the one who taught me that. He told me that our mind is like an office full of filing cabinets. It might be in the NLEX, but this is the demo, so. If we don't gather our thoughts, they just lay around, piling up. We need to set some time aside to progress. I can't speak tonight. We need to set some time aside and process and filter them. Sometimes a simple metaphor like that can really change the way you think. Unwanted thoughts can be thrown away like trash, while you organize the rest. If our mind was a physical space, we'd never neglect it, we'd keep it immaculate. As if it was perfectly timed, the reports end alongside that train of thought. The energy level in the room immediately skyrockets now that we are free. Honestly, it was a waste. That was an hour we'll never get back. Blah. I don't get that. Like, I feel like that's important. I feel like that's gonna have like a really big part to play. Because why would you change a scene while blah ripple? Spidey senses, right? It's a little, I don't know. It gives me a feeling that it's gonna be important. Something tells me these first few sessions will be a total bust. I never found it fun to talk about myself, and now I'm forced to do it. Hopefully the notes my last counselor sent over will help him get up to speed.
You know, you're something of an anomaly to me. Most people in your situation have less than stellar scores. But you seem to exist in the middle. A truly neutral ground.
I see. I guess I am the basic neutral NPC who can go either which way. Is that what you're telling me?
A preliminary look at your risk profile shows me almost nothing. But on the other hand, you haven't done much to gain points either.
Another ambiguous statement. I asked him if that was good or bad.
I don't know, actually. I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Well, you're meant to be a counselor.
It's a little ironic, though, isn't it? In regards to the system, I mean. Your score is meant to define you as a person, yet you elude that definition.
I'm an android. Chat, look, listen. When you're an android, you just know things. He sighs.
Then again, I'm no stranger to attracting those that go against the norm. Would you mind answering a few personal questions for me, Delta? Nothing too intrusive. I just want to get a feel for who you are.
Delta? You call me Delta? Yeah, I can do that for you. I nod. See no harm in this. That's why I'm here, after all.
Well then, let's start with the basics. Why did you move here? What did you leave behind? Big life changes like this are rarely without cause.
I just wanted to, okay? I just decided that I wanted to. I shrug, unsure of where to start. There was a lot to say and little time to say it. At least we have our first few sessions cut out for us. Bwam! Can I click it? Can I do something? Can I stop it? Can I stop the ripple in time? Is this the shattered dimension? The only thing needed to secure your defeat is holding the belief that you've already won. Okay.
Welcome to the first of 4 fragment maps.
The first of 4.
This is how you will navigate through your personal experience.
Okay.
The top row is made up of pivotal fragments. You must complete all 6, but can complete them in any order.
Okay.
Upon completing all 6, you can interact with this arrow to move forward.
Okay.
You will witness a culmination of this fragment map before moving on to the next.
Okay.
The second row consists of personal heart-to-heart fragments. These are optional but highly recommended, as they are the key to forming bonds and relationships.
Okay.
Right now, you only have access to Isaac and Dante. but that will change as things progress. The bottom row consists of supplemental fragments. These are skits based on exchanges made in your group's chat room. For your benefit, they will be portrayed just like any other fragment. Upon completing a pivotal fragment, you will unlock a journal entry. These explore Delta's personal thoughts as events slowly unfold. There will be 5 to unlock in each fragment map, and they unlock in a predetermined order. Should you wish, you can also toggle the nostalgia filter. This will apply a vintage look to your experience. You are now ready to continue your journey unhindered.
I see.
Check marks will appear beside completed fragments, so you can monitor your progress.
Huh.
It is also recommended that you alternate between various fragment types. Enjoy, and make it an experience to remember.
Enjoy. Okay. Shall we start with a heart-to-heart?
Experience heart-to-heart fragment. Isaac 1.
Sure. Give me the Isaac 1. Hey, look, it's Luca Flow. What is it? This is called Komorebi Blooded. It's the new game made by Clace, who made Major Minor and Wind of Change. And there's a list of all the VAs and a link to the Kickstarter. I enter the living room and notice Isaac sipping a light beer. The TV is on, but he's not really watching it. I can tell he's distracted. There's something he needed to talk to me about. I hope I didn't do anything wrong. Meows, I'm patting your head. He notices my entrance and smiles at me. Some anxiety immediately dissipates. Shifting a bit more to one side of the couch, he gives me an ample space to sit beside him. That's exactly what I do, and he turns to face me, as much as he can while sitting down.
Ugh. You know, this stuff tastes awful. But I wouldn't be drinking it if Taylor didn't tease me. I know it's not true, but he keeps talking about my weight.
Oh. He takes another sip of his beer.
We did buy tons of junk food for this weekend, though. If I take it easy during the week, I can definitely binge on Friday. Might as well take action before something becomes a problem, right?
Odd thing to say while drinking beer at 2 p.m.
True. Sometimes we just replace one problem with another. But don't worry. I care too much about work to do something like that. I only drink on days off, and I always make sure to pace myself.
Curious thing is, if everyone else has seen visions of their future and where they're going and where they're not going, why the two friends we have don't seem to be going anywhere? So they just not care about their visions, or what? I wonder.
Except this weekend, though. Moderation goes out the window.
What's this weekend? I don't know what's happening this weekend.
Haven't been to a nightclub in ages. I'm actually kind of nervous.
We've got multiple options. Don't ever think it. We'll have the time of our lives. You're cool. You're gonna fit in fine. I feel the same way. Let's be awkward together. Kinda figured you were too cool to be nervous. I feel like I would say that I feel the same way. Let's be awkward together.
And now there's something I can play along with. Stand in a corner and watch everyone else have fun.
Manka.
Jesus. Meows. No you. Also, I'm patting your head.
Wouldn't want to intrude and start cramping their style.
He takes one final chug and crushes the can in his hands. There's a bit of an awkward silence after he does this, but I'm not sure why. I ask him why he wanted to meet me here, and ask him if I did something wrong.
Oh, no. Not at all.
You're fine, Meows.
I guess I should have elaborated when I said I wanted to talk. Sorry if you were worrying. I'll handle it better in the future. I actually wanted to apologize to you, Delta. Your first memory of this house will always be me yelling at Dante. He just struck a chord with me. Has a habit of doing that almost every day.
Won't you lose points if you fight?
He's always paranoid that Argus will come knocking. But the mods I made to my home are harmless. They never care.
Oh wait, you modded the whole... okay.
It's more risky for him to remove my modifications. He could easily screw up, and it's all downhill from there.
What did you do to your home?
Do anything wrong when you're messing around, and they'll notice. It's like a tightrope. One wrong move, and you're done for. My brain is wired to mess with this stuff. His is not.
Taroka, this is Komorebi. Here, there's a link to the Kickstarter and stuff. It's a new game by Clace. Tell him it's fine. Be all the things that we're passionate about.
Passionate. Yeah. That's the word.
Clace actually reached out to me and a few other people and asked us to play it today. So, here it is. This is Komorebi.
I got a little mad, but my intentions weren't bad, you know? I've worked with this tech for my entire life. I know my way around it. That'd be like me going into his room and messing with his writing. You know, making edits here and there so that I feel better about it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna rewrite your story for you. Don't worry about it.
I just want mutual respect for my hobby and career.
I'm curious what mods he's done to his stuff in the house, though. It makes sense. Isaac definitely seems to know what he's doing. From my understanding, the amount of Argus tech in this house is minimal. But at the same time, it's not illegal. Bend the rules without breaking them, he says.
I guess it's selfish to a degree, though. Because I own this house, I should make sure that everyone feels safe. This situation sucks. I just want to leave all that Argus stuff back at work.
Does he work for Argus?
It's purely psychological, but to me, Argus is my boss. Nobody wants to go back to a house where their boss is everywhere. Keeping that stuff to a minimum really helps my home feel like it should. A safe place.
He shrugs.
At least to me. But I really should consider other people's point of view. I'll just end up like Argus if I expect everyone else to live how I want.
So, I feel like his mouth should be blue. I feel like his internal should be blue. Maybe that's just me and the internal blue, the blue internal thing. Because I made my colors match and made me blue.
Speaking of which,
Yeah?
there's something else I wanted to talk about. I mean, it's the real reason I asked you to meet me here today.
Yeah? An apology wasn't the real reason? Interesting.
All this talk about how I want things to be, let's change that. There's something I've been meaning to ask you, Delta. And I wish I had more beer for this. More courage.
He blushes and rubs the back of his head. I'm pretty sure I know where he's going with this. At least, all signs support my current hypothesis.
I just feel like we should get this out of the way as soon as possible.
Uh-huh.
The feeling of tension in the air is starting to damage my calm.
Uh-huh.
But let's face it, you chose to move here. To live with me.
Yeah?
Did you mean anything by that, Delta?
Hi, Peanut. Wait. What? What?
This was a lot easier in my head. Really, I'm just curious if you were interested in me.
This is sudden. 2K Mod YT, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in, how you doing?
I hope this isn't catching you by surprise.
A little bit.
We've been friends online for a while, after all.
Yeah, it's right at the gate.
Moving in here is a pretty big gesture.
Yeah. No. He inches a bit closer to me, and he seems much more calm. I guess now that it's out in the open, his anxiety is disappearing. Oh my god. I love the VA cast for it. Like, the visuals are great. The VA cast is great. It's never easy to bring up the kind of thing he just brought up.
I'm curious if the gesture was supposed to mean anything.
Would you like it to mean something?
Either way, I'm fine. I just couldn't stop myself from wondering. But if we do go out, expect me to be in red.
Nah, mate. Look, you offered free lodging. That was like bitching. Let's go. Look, listen. I just needed to get away from my sister. She kept stealing my Daisy Dukes. She kept stealing my panties when she went out. It just wasn't on. Okay, you know. This does seem a bit sudden, but it's also natural. There's always been chemistry between us, and now we live together. It crossed my mind a few times, but it's clearly racing through his. Does he need a place to hide my cocaine?
No matter what, though. Friends until the end.
The end. Why is the end in red? Someone explain. Why is the end in red? What does the end in red mean? Is this an event? Is there something about this that I should know? Too many questions. We could give it a try. We could try being more than friends, or let's give it time. It's too soon to tell. I'm gonna play the field a little bit, because look, there's a bunch of other hot guys I've not met yet, okay? The end, exactly. Let's give it time. It's too soon to tell.
You got it, Delta.
You got it, buddy. He gives me a playful nudge in the shoulder.
Now Dante can stop teasing me about this. You should see our DMs. He kept bugging me to ask.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But
yeah.
I'm glad I did, you know? There was just so much stuff up in the air.
Sounds like when Fiora DMs Mookie.
And nobody likes uncertainty. I mean, we're all creatures of routine these days.
I mean, you're right.
Argus has made sure of that one.
Yeah, you're damn right they have.
But sometimes a routine is more like a prison. So, let's embrace our freedom. Let's drink beer at 2 p.m.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get crunk at 2 p.m. He smirks and stands up from the couch. I say, why not? And accept his offer to share a beer. The air is clear, and it seems like we can carry on like normal.
Alright, but let's not do this every day. Next time we'll go to the coffee shop and test the waters. With everything settled, I promise it'll be less awkward.
You mean more like a date, or are we talking friend thing? Go on, you gotta be clear. You've just announced your desire to ask me out. He leaves the room to retrieve some more beer. I feel like our bond will become stronger because of what just happened. Not only did I learn a lot about him, but we made our situation more clear. This is another milestone in my new life. I don't know, Zachary. They didn't really give that information. Every interaction I've had while I'm here will settle me in even more. It doesn't feel like home just yet, but every second does more to change that. Wham. Alright, okay, so we've done it. So there's a little tick beside it. Let's talk to Purple Guy. Purple Guy! I said blue dude, not or goo baby Eris. Wow. See, honestly, I want to know more about this guy. The Benui, who's voiced by Angel Dust. I'm interested.
Experience heart-to-heart fragment. Dante 1.
Wham. Eris leaves us again. I entered Dante's room, bringing him back his lost wallet. He was too busy to pick it up at the coffee shop, and I was out running errands. Isaac did warn me about him, though, always having his head in the clouds. You have a big crush on the Bunby? Hi, Lycan, how you doing?
Hey, Delta. Thanks for following through. There's no way I had time to do that myself. According to my agent, I have 12 months left to finish this book.
He looks so like nonchalant, like the little look on his muzzle here, the little face.
But I signed the contract, so this is my own doing.
Just do it, Lycan, how you doing? Little face! Look at him.
One crunch session after another. You get used to it, though. Thankfully, the press is really interested in my next project.
Really? Cool. Awesome. That, love it. You've actually got a bigger mouth. I knew he was a writer, but I didn't know he was this successful. I'm good, liking. We're vibing. We're just trying out this demo. You returned to Komorebi, Nuke Mega. This is Clace's new game. They reached out to me directly and asked me to play it today. Apparently I'm in a newsletter. I've not seen the newsletter, but apparently I'm in the newsletter that I was playing this today. That's pretty cool. Until this point, he'd never mentioned much about his career. It's probably now that we're alone. Everyone else in his life probably knows already.
Well, now that you're here, maybe you want to hang out for a bit?
Sure.
I could use a little break from that empty page. It's taunting me. It usually does, but today it's pretty bad. Probably the stress of working under a deadline. You know, a year is a long time, but it doesn't feel like it. If I aim for 1,000 words a day, I should be alright.
Look.
But right now, I stand at 0.
0, like at all? Like you have like a week to write probably something like, fuck, how many words are in a general book? Like a journal like paperback is what, like 2,000 words? Roughly?
I have the story mapped out, but that opening scene is the worst. Gotta grab the reader, but also keep the momentum going.
Like a lot, yeah. Like at least 2 words. Yeah. Hi, I am... A moment later, he gets out of his chair and moves to his bed. 80,000 is an average novel length? Really? Holy shit. That's a lot of words. Sitting at the edge of the bed, he points to the now empty chair.
Go ahead, take a seat. Don't usually let people in my bed right after meeting them.
See, now this is how a friend would act. Would have grabbed the reader, start with penis. Wow. Nice enough to... Wait. No, crazy man. What are you talking about?
But I like your vibes, Delta. Tell me something about yourself. If you're down, that is.
He lays back and looks up at the ceiling. Part of 1 equals 79. Damn, really? That's a lot of words. That's such a vague question. I don't know where to start. I tell him that I wanted a new start. Things were getting stale.
Huh. Interesting. Things were getting stale here, too. Guess this arrangement benefits all of us, then. And it was nice of your boyfriend to rent you a room.
Hey, look, listen, he ain't my boyfriend. He's clearly teasing me with that implication. I don't bite.
You know, he doesn't let just anybody move in here. There's a reason it's been the 2 of us for years. I guess I'm just saying you mean something to him. Keep that in mind, alright? A friendly piece of advice.
The moment when you've already turned him down, and this guy's trying to tell you that you mean something to him.
When you write romance, you start to pick up on these things. I guess it's not really any of my business, though. Just advice, like I said.
Okay, purple guy.
But none of us would be surprised if you 2 ended up together.
Okay, purple guy. I nod and thank him for the advice.
Just don't mess with
Oops.
those mods he makes. I got off super easy when you arrived, trust me. It's so bad, I just tell myself to take his insults as compliments. The people we hate are usually the ones we love the most. He wouldn't crack down on us if he didn't want us to grow.
He sure likes talking about Isaac, huh? I try to change the subject and shift it more towards Dante. Curiosity takes over my mind, so I ask him about his next book.
I wish I could talk about it, but I can't. I'm under a strict NDA and a bunch of pesky red tape. In fact, I think I've already said way more than I should.
Fair. Ask him to tell me more about himself then.
I don't know about that one, Delta. I'm a writer, so I know a lame story when I see one.
Wow. Imagine calling yourself a lame story.
Basically, grew up in a library. All I did was read books day after day. Picked up the skills to write my own, and here we are. A few book deals later, and I live under crushing stress.
Sounds right.
Almost makes me wish that my initial success was a fluke. We all have foresight, except for where we need it the most. I think that's all you'll get out of me right now, though. Maybe we should grab a drink sometime, chat a bit more?
Chat a bit more? Chat a little bit?
I mean, if you're down for that. I'd suggest the club, but that night is going to be a drunken blur. If we're talking about next week, however, my schedule is wide open.
Once again, nah. Oh, are you asking me out a date? No. Sounds great. I'd enjoy getting to know you more.
Such flattery, but I'm really not that interesting. any illusion of me being cool will disappear real quick. But as your roommate, I'm obligated to bond with you, or whatever.
What? Okay.
You may be close to Isaac, but you're a stranger to me. And if there's one thing I hate, it's strangers in my home. Lucky for you, though, I'm down to turn you into something more.
He sits upright and tilts his head to the side. I can tell that it's a sign. He wants me out of his chair. Hey, Lunarian, how you doing? Argentaris, why? He has a lot of time next week. Yeah, I know. However, before I make it out of the room, he calls my name.
Hey, Delta?
Yeah, huh?
I gotta say, you remind me of somebody. This character from my first book. They're an outsider, like you.
Uh-huh. I tilt my head, confused at why he'd bring this up.
Well, let's just say I have a deep connection with them. When you told me about your past, they immediately popped into my head. It probably sounds weird to hear, but that made it easier for me to talk.
You're right. Definitely made it a little bit easier to hear. Weirder to hear, sorry. It makes sense to me, even if I can't describe why.
This character traveled to a new city. They ended up falling in love with somebody they shouldn't.
Well, yep. I mean, the Banui looks like a badass, so, you know, that's on brand.
You know, like those old tragedies, but with modern flair.
That sounds pretty cool, actually. If this character is like me, I wonder what happens to them. I asked Dante to tell me some more, intrigued and relating to his fiction.
Oh, they die.
Okay. Apparently, yeah, he did, Luca. You're right. Yeah. Shinzo, this game is Komorebi. The new game by Clace, which you can kickstart here. You can check it out here. There's a link to his Twitter and everything. They asked us to play it. There's a link to it, as well as a picture with all the VAs as well. Foreshadowing. You know, I feel like if I go out with a bunny, I'm gonna die, but I'm willing to take that risk.
Hopefully things work out better for you, though, yeah?
Yeah, probably hope that'd be a good thing. Oh. With a laugh, he turns his chair around and starts typing away. I guess that was my cue to leave, for real this time. What an odd note to end on. Instead of focusing on what he said, I focus on what he didn't say. Our talk inspired him, even if he didn't want to admit it. As I see myself out, that empty page is now almost anything but. Hopefully, this new story has a bit of a happier ending. Wham! I still think that's something. I still think that ripple is important in some way. What are these?
Experience supplemental fragment. Delta's arrival?
What are yeah, sure. Let's see what these are, because I don't know what they are. The ones at the top are the ones you have to do. The ripples of your heart. Is this just where I've been? Is this the past? Have I done this already?
Delta has officially arrived.
Sweet! And not a moment too soon. Everything going good so far?
Wow, he sounds really different not doing the Angel Dust voice. The bunny here is Angel Dust, by the way.
Yeah, definitely good. And listen up. All that stuff Isaac yapped about, it's totally true. Hey!
Hey!
He means that in a good way, Delta. Don't worry, it's not like you're a stranger. That gives you an instant edge in my books.
It's hard to hear his voice doing the Angel Dust voice.
Yeah, reputation was definitely preceded. We heard all kinds of things. Some of them were even good. Either way, it's nice to see somebody live up to the hype. Thanks for coming, and allow me to say, welcome aboard. Yeah, I'll echo that one. Welcome aboard. Remember, now that you're in the group chat, it's official.
He's very happy.
Whoever you were before, it just doesn't matter anymore.
Why are you saying it like that? Who were you before? The blush? The blush who? I think the bunny's hiding something, chat.
You're better now.
Guys, remember when I told you to give Delta a normal greeting?
Hey, Blazer.
Nope.
Nope. Blazer, this game is called Komorebi. It's a demo of Clace's new game that he asked me to play.
Typical.
Typical.
Well, now that the red carpet is rolled out, we still on for this weekend, Taylor?
Yeah, excited to see what all the fuss is about. You're being way too secretive. No way we're just going to the club.
Really, Linarian? That's awesome. I can see. I know. Look, listen. Hi, Livid. I didn't expect that many. I hope there. I was gonna hoping there was like a category for it.
Don't worry, it'll all make sense. I know discretion isn't exactly your strong suit.
And subtlety isn't yours, but I'll yield.
Damn.
I already told my viewers I wasn't streaming anyway.
I'm sorry. Wait, hold on. What?
Even in IRL. Whatever you've got planned, I'll take it to the grave.
He's a streamer?
Good.
I have a theory.
I don't like that grin. That grin gives me many. Okay.
Yeah? I think Isaac finally cracked. Needs help hiding a body.
Yo, he's a streamer.
Not true.
And what proof do you have?
You're still alive.
Hey.
Okay. I'm gonna put a stop to that one real quick. I don't want this group chat putting me up on a witness stand one day.
I love it. He's got the creepy, like, murder boy look. He's like, yeah, you're still alive.
No scandals. Got it?
Right. No scandals.
Ugh, you're so boring.
Oh my god. I like these guys. Yeah, you know, I don't dislike them. They're pretty cool.
Here's something that might change your mind then. There's a chance we could end up on the news.
On the news?
Pressure.
Okay. That was kind of cute and kind of gay. I dig it.
The news? And you thought we were being extra. Anything else you want to drop on us? Don't worry, I'll be nice.
Not sure. Most of this is up in the air.
Only kinda. Only kinda.
Well, you promised to be fun, so I guess that's all I need. Even if it feels like you're making everything up as you go along.
You know me, I'd never do that. And trust me, it'll be amazing. Just don't drink too much. We don't want a repeat of, the incident.
Not my proudest moment. Keep it down around Delta, alright?
Yeah. Don't tell Delta that I fucked up.
Then I guess you should be on your best behavior.
Yo, wait, hold on. Sorry, I'm rethinking my entire perception of this guy. He used a tilde in a voice conversation. That's pretty heckin'.
Poggers.
Blackmail? What did I just say about scandals?
Hey, it's only a scandal if he turns it into one.
It's impressive, right?
That's not how that works. Look, Delta hasn't even said anything. I knew we'd scare them away in a matter of seconds.
Send a popcorn emoji to try breaking the ice. Thanks for the warm welcome. I kind of feel like royalty. Yo! Hey, Pop, how you doing?
You will be royalty. At least for a little while.
Nah. Royalty. I've got the crown here. Screw you, Luca.
When things get boring, just introduce a new character, right? And nothing is more boring than routine, so you're kind of a big deal.
And there goes Dante, treating everything like a work of fiction. This is real life, dude. It doesn't always work out like you expect.
Nah, Blue, nah, you don't get a crown. For you, popcorn.
But when it does, it's always worth the wait. Besides, it's not like a little silver lining ever hurt anybody.
That's a lie.
Except for the people it hurt, you mean? Anyway, there's lots to do, so we should get back to it. The sooner we help Delta settle in, the sooner we can relax.
Relax.
Ooh, crack open a cold one for me. I need to start streaming. Hopefully I can retain some of the followers I got from that charity gig.
This is too real, chat. This is too real. Right here. Too real.
You're gonna be fine. It's not like you were doing bad to begin with, but yeah, time to put down our phones. Labor awaits.
Wow, Populous.
Let me know how it goes. I'll come and meet Delta soon enough.
Giggity?
Sounds great. See ya.
Said with that face? Giggity? Okay. Let me just, right, is he gonna pop up now? Can I talk to him? No? I cannot. Okay. Ripple of my heart. Alright, so I can only do these, but let's do one of these, see what happens.
Pivotal fragment. First arrival.
Sounds good to me. Yeah, people we end up hating are usually the ones we love the most. Fair. I grabbed my bags from the trunk, an easy task, as I made sure to pack light. The point of this journey was to leave my baggage behind, not carry it with me. Isaac steps in to help out, and I turned to face the house, my new home.
Well, what do you think? The pictures don't do it justice, do they? It has its quirks, but it served all of us just fine.
Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. It's beautiful. I'm glad to finally be here. It was better in the pictures, to be honest. I wish I had a place like this back home. It's great. Thanks for having me. It's beautiful. Glad to be here.
And we're glad to have you, Delta.
Okay.
We'll get along great. And it'll liven things up, too. Don't tell him I said this, but living with Dante can get a little tiring.
He smiles at me before closing the trunk and locking everything up. I carry 2 of my bags, while he carries the other 2. An equal team. We make our way to the front door and place everything down in sync.
Hold on.
He pulls out his phone and holds it up against the entry scanner. A small beep sounds, and then a moment later, the door unlocks. At least the security system protecting this house was solid.
Welcome home, Isaac. You may leave the house 2 more times today.
I'm sorry, what? You're telling me how many times I can leave my house?
Remember, a good score makes a good citizen.
A good score makes a good citizen. Don't leave the house more than we tell you to, okay? Ha ha ha!
Yeah, whatever. I definitely muted this stuff the other day. Dante must have freaked out and removed my mods.
Again. That's true. Tampering with the system at home was a big deal. I don't think Isaac was up to anything shady though. He probably just liked silence. Typically, people would mess with the system when they had something worth hiding.
Well, let's get you settled. With how tired you were in the car, I guess you deserve a nap. But don't mess up your sleep schedule. We gotta watch that report tomorrow.
Giggity. I nod, and now that the door is open, we pick everything up. Using his shoulder to nudge open the door, we slowly enter the house. I've seen so many pictures of this place, but seeing it for real was incredible. The living room is incredibly spacious. It looked much smaller when I saw it online. One thing that stands out to me, however, is the lack of integrated technology. It looks like a living room frozen in time around 30 years ago. Interesting. This sight, combined with how Isaac acted at the door, revealed one thing. He must not be a big fan of the system. Not everyone is, though. It's fine. I think it's actually cool how quickly you learn stuff about people after meeting them for real. I can see Dante sitting on the couch, engulfed in his phone. Isaac seems a little mad. It confronts him immediately.
Hey, Dante, did you mess with those changes I made the other day? I thought I told you to play along with those. I do it for a reason.
Dante's ears perk up, and he immediately rises from the couch. I can tell he let his guard down, but he was eagerly awaiting our entrance. Whatever kind of first impression he was planning, his lack of awareness destroyed it.
Man, can't you see that I'm looking out for you? If they found out about your tinkering, they'd dock you points. Or worse. I'm sure Delta has my back here. Messing with Argus just isn't worth it.
Putting me in the spot the second after you meet me? Nice. I have Isaac's back here, his house, his rules, agreed, and I have Isaac's back here. His house, his rules.
True, but it's only a matter of time before we're tried as accomplices.
Nah, I'll be fine.
Argus may be many things, but forgiving isn't one of them. Look at how the Zeros are treated. See what I mean?
Let's just change the topic, all right? I know I brought it up, but I don't want our first meeting to be an argument. Besides, I work for Argus. I know what I'm doing when I make changes.
I work for Argus, you bitch.
If by work you mean enforce the system on others, then sure. You do a lot of things that you'd report other people for doing.
Hey, not fair. I may tamper with some hardware, but I never break laws. You'd be surprised how much you can bend the rules without breaking them. I don't know how many times I have to say this, but please, just trust me.
I don't know, Lex. I'm not sure if they share them or not. Dante shrugs.
Fine. Still the best deal on housing I've come across. Can you at least tamper with the system and let us skip that report tomorrow? If you're gonna bend the rules, might as well do something practical with it.
That one toes the line way too much. I'll have to pass. It's only an hour. Just put in some earbuds or something. I'm gonna go help Delta unpack and get a bit of rest in.
Alright, fair enough. But if Argus ever comes knocking, just know that I won't hesitate before turning you in.
That eager to get me in handcuffs, huh?
That sounds a little suggestive, buddy.
It's all part of the plan.
Dante steps forward with a laugh and holds out his hand.
I was hoping to hang out for a bit, but I get that you're tired. If you want to bond or whatever, you know where to find me.
I shake his hand and give him a soft nod. If we're gonna be roommates, it makes sense to bond. I let him know that I'll find him as soon as I get some shut-eye.
Perfect. And make sure to prod Isaac for me. He's way too tight-lipped about the nightclub outing this weekend.
Ooh.
Hey! Thanks for ruining the surprise!
I knew about this already.
Your fault, keeping secrets from your friends like that.
Oh god, I missed that one. Oh god!
Group like us. Add Taylor to the mix, and we'll do great things.
Okay, don't hold the click button. Let me see. Argus sounds like Big Brother. It's very like I'm trying to think. There's something I can reference this, but I can't remember what it is. But it's there in my brain. I'm trying to remember what it is. Like if you've ever seen Maze Runner, it's like the people who watch, in that. Or even the Divinity or just whatever the Divergent series is very much like that, you know, like as like a giant corporation that's just watching everything you do. Yeah, they talk about bonding. Yeah, it's yeah. Isaac scoffs, but then quickly displays a large smile as Dante becomes lost in his fun.
Head always in the clouds, that one. Almost prefer when he locks himself in his room to write. Before we pick up your luggage, though, hold on a sec. This has been a long time coming, and I never got a chance to at the airport.
He steps forward and wraps his arms around me. I do the same, and we stand there for a few moments in a tight embrace. I have no idea why this is the first time I felt it, but this really was the fresh start I wanted.
Welcome home, Delta. And just like Dante said, great things.
I released the hug, with a big smile on my face. This was it, finally. The start of my new life. Jeffrey, this game is called Komorebi. Yeah, you can find the Kickstarter here. As well as the link to Clay's Twitter. Okay. I'm gonna go for some of these, because I want to, like, unlock... Honestly, I want to unlock the bunny. I want to unlock the bunny because I want to flirt with the bunny, okay?
Experience Pivotal Fragment. Special delivery.
I see. Thank you for the host. Sometimes finding yourself just means realizing how lost you really are. Oh, Cammy, thank you for the host. I enter Isaac's store, and I'm immediately taken aback by how fancy it is. The massive Argus Corporation logo at the back is kind of blinding, though. In spite of that, I make my way towards it, and closer to Isaac. Oh, alright, Blazer. Flirt with the Benui? I want to flirt with the Benui. He stands behind the register, lost in thought. I could tell he was tired. That's why I have his boxed lunch in my hands. He forgot it at home, and I wasn't busy. It was a pretty harmless delivery, all things considered. I'm sure it'd make him happy. Upon seeing me, his ears immediately perk up, and the appearance of stress melts away.
Delta! Oh, what a lifesaver you are!
Listen, I enjoy a good Benui. Obviously 99 game. What do you mean, Luca?
The only thing worse than working is working on an empty stomach. I promise it won't happen again. I'm not normally forgetful like this.
Oh, no problem. You can always count on me. I'll take any excuse I can to spend time with you. Just make sure it doesn't happen again. Bap! I didn't realize I moved here just to be your courier. I'll never find a job with instruction list. No problem. You can always count on me.
Good to know. But I still won't make a habit out of it.
Hey, Kevin.
Asking for favors isn't my strong suit, so I never know what to give in return. The party plans are making progress, though, so maybe that's a good start.
Mum Wolf with the confetti! If you're not... Yeah, probably, maybe. I get the feeling that once you get through everything, you're going to be able to, like, reverse time and go back to the beginning and do it differently if you need to. I feel like there's going to be some form of time travel at some point. I know Jeffrey is insane. He gives a soft smile and turns back to his computer. As he faces his work once more, the smirk turns into a grimace. It's almost like his worries melted away as we spoke. Flattering.
You'll never guess what happened. 10 of my installations this month have backfired. That means the people who bought them made illegal modifications. Basically, I lose the commission. Normally, I don't care, but 10 in a row?
Wait. Why is it that if they made modifications, you don't get the commission? I don't know how that works.
Something is clearly going on.
He strokes his chin, like he's lost in thought. It's odd how he hates when people mod their gear, but he does it all the time. I decided to ask him more about why. Nobody is around to spy or anything.
Not just modifications, Delta. Illegal modifications. What I do is harmless, and I still follow the terms of service. These people are actively causing harm, using the tech to aid in crimes and stuff.
Right? Isaac wouldn't be the type of person to commit a crime.
Besides, Argus wouldn't care if they found out about my mods. That's why we have zeros. You can basically abandon the system entirely. So when I mute an AI or change the colors of lights, it's nothing. I'd like to think that Argus has bigger problems. I mean, they clearly do.
Is that Rivali? If I remember correctly, I believe it is. He is voiced by Sean Shablog, yeah, so that's Rivali. Yeah. Makes sense to me. And now I understand why Isaac's house is so under-equipped. Why implement invasive technology in your home if you don't have to, right? You could stick to the bare minimum, just enough to satisfy Argus.
I still feel like trash, though.
Oh, Jeffrey, if you check the Kickstarter link in my tweet, you can kickstart.
It's my job to detect potential fraud. They slipped through my fingers, so I enabled their crimes. Argus can dock me points for that. Such a stupid rule.
Cypher, I'm setting up for you as well. Zeros are basically people who don't have points or like any of the Argus tech. So they're kind of just like the neutral nobodies of society. Or you can get the demo through the Kickstarter as well if you want to try the demo, which is what I'm playing just now. I knew, like, Clay's had been talking about it for a little while, but when he actually DM'd me to ask me to play it, that was pretty cool. That hardly seems fair. None of this seems to fit Isaac either. It's odd. Yeah, demo's up on itch.io. I think you can get the link through the Kickstarter. A man peddling wares he doesn't support, or even use in his own life. Willingly giving Argus eyes and ears everywhere, except his own home. I vocalize these thoughts, and he shrugs.
A job is a job. That's what I always say. Besides, it could never hurt to stay on Argus's good side. Climb the ladder, and you won't be there when they tip it over. I like working around people, too. And I mostly sell phones, anyway. Big-scale installations like vehicles and home security are few and far between. Can't argue with selling a kid their first phone, though. Connecting them to the world.
Jonah, wait. Jonah's the wolf who we've not seen yet. We've not seen Jonah's character yet. It's Jeffrey Sleepwell's life or hello. That's fair. I'd be a bit conflicted if I were in this situation, though. Argus has never done anything wrong, but they're still feared by a portion of the world. Working for them could be seen as working for the enemy by a lot of people. Argus is so secretive about everything they do, it's hard not to theorize. It can be solved by some more transparency, but they're never willing to offer that. Something about a mysterious corporation running the world seems to strike more obedience.
Hey, Delta. Let me see your phone.
Huh?
Come on. I promise not to scroll through your gallery.
I have nothing to hide.
No one ever does. Seriously, though. Phone up.
Again, he used a tilde in voice conversation. I shrug and hand him my phone. He looks around the store to make sure no one is watching. Then a second later, he runs the phone along some sort of scanning device.
Wanna know what I just did?
Hacked my phone? He throws my phone back at me. Thankfully, I catch it.
I just stole your identity.
Wow, what a dick. What?
Rule number 1, never hand over your phone. Even if it's someone you trust, it's just not worth it. One simple scan and I can do almost anything I want. I could put your info on a new phone, impersonate you online. I could even overwrite the info on your current phone, change your identity.
Wow.
But I'd never do anything like that. Probably.
Wow. Before I can do anything, he starts laughing.
I'm just screwing with you, Delta. I'd never mess around with important stuff like that. I did a few things that might help you out while you look for a job, though. Play along with what I'm about to say. I need an excuse for the computer.
He clears his throat and starts using an acting voice, like he's playing a part.
Terribly sorry for the inconvenience. Argus values you more than that. The next 6 months of all Argus-related subscription services are on the house. And not only that, but all Argus-associated venues will be 20% off.
Whoa.
Is there anything else I can do for you at this juncture?
He winks at me, and I'm not sure what to do, or how to take what just happened. I appreciate the gesture, but there's no way what he did was allowed. He said he'd never break the law, though. I trust him, despite the anxiety. There's no telling what may come from this. I just want to do a good deed, and now I feel immoral. Completing the opposite of what I desired, I leave Isaac with his meal. Maybe we'd have time to talk about this later. Wham! I don't. You got a 20% off, not killed someone. Sheesh. What? Come on. This one?
Experience pivotal fragment. Meeting Taylor.
Time to meet Taylor. Wham! Here we go, chat. It's time to flirt with a Minui. Someone out there wants to be you, just as much as you want to be others. He basically just gave you a discount on stuff. and then pretended like he did it because you'd complained about something that had happened with the tech. I sit at a table with Isaac and Dante, slowly chipping away at my dinner. Eating as a group isn't something we do every day, but today was special. I finally get to meet Tyler. Taylor. Finally get to meet Taylor. He's pretty busy, so I've only seen him in the group chat. I know he's a streamer and an internet personality, but I don't know much else. It's cool that someone popular like him was taking the time to hang out with me, though. I've heard a lot about the guy, so I signed up for his group outing with no hesitation. I'm told this is the spot for our group. Whenever they want to hang out, it's usually here. Apparently they have the best hangover breakfast too.
Damn, Delta! You're inhaling that!
Yeah, it's delicious.
Can't tell us we're exaggerating anymore then. This is the best place in town. Full stop.
Yeah, definitely excited to come here Saturday morning. It's part of your master plan, isn't it?
Hey, nice try, Dante. No more info till Taylor gets here. And even then, we should let him and Delta get to know each other.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think the nightclub would be better for that? You know how Taylor gets after a couple drinks.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Total lightweight, that one.
Oh god, is he going to be like a really flirty drunk? Before anyone else can talk, Taylor steps in.
Hey, is that a compliment or an insult?
Hey, it's the Banui! There's an Easter egg if you look in the background. Coffee, Americano, cappuccino, espresso, composer, flat white, special, full caramel latte, latte. The boys. Majira strawberry! There it is. Found it. Found it. Fucking Majira. There it is. Anyway. Is he... Yeah, I exclamation, like, you don't know how much Majira is. Hey, is it? We already heard it. Yes. With a scoff, he sits down beside me and holds out a fist. I bump mine against his, and then he lets out an exaggerated yawn. Resting one arm on the back of the booth, it felt like he was about to pull me in.
Ah, nice to meet you, Delta. Even prettier in person.
Wow, really glad to finally meet you, Taylor. Same goes for you, way prettier. Can you please move your arm? Chat, I'm going in on this. I said it. I'm going in. I'll give you about 3 USD for Majira. Fair. I think it's just the light around him. Would this be your cafe? Nah, mine would be way gamier. It would be like game stuff everywhere. It'd be like RGB the fuck. Same goes for you. Way prettier.
Oh, I was talking about me.
Hey.
I guess you look pretty good as well. I'm kidding. You're a knockout. Don't forget it.
Still your goal to flirt with all my friends, I see.
Yep, that's right. I'm gonna make you blush like fuck.
I'm getting pretty good at it too.
Oh, not me then. Okay, fine. He moves his arm from where it was and then points at the table. Wow, Luca. A pair of headphones rests in front of Dante. They get Taylor's attention.
Oh, those the headphones my chat bought you?
Your chatbot? What?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And he kept his end of the bargain, Isaac? No more loud music keeping you up at night?
Surprisingly, he did.
Perfect. No more fighting now, you hear me? Someone's got to keep you kids in line.
Wow.
Anyway, let's get down to business. This whole nightclub thing, I looked at their website and not a single special event is listed.
Simple. The voice of Angel Dust right here.
Yeah, this is private. Just for us. That means the whole news thing probably won't happen. But the other plans haven't changed. We still have an open bar.
Perfect. That's all I cared about anyway.
Yo, look at open bar, hello?
Wait, what happened? That's a pretty big change to gloss over, man. Why was the media even a possibility in the first place?
Oh, right. My bad. They never announced the event, so nobody knows they canceled it. The plans that I have are still in full effect, though. Don't worry.
And those are...
I'm introducing all of you to a new friend. He's in town, and he said drinks are on him.
I'm guessing that's Jonah's character.
That's all you get, though. The rest is a surprise. For real.
There's more? That seems like all of it to me. A friend is visiting and buying us drinks. You timed it with Delta's arrival, too.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Isaac lets out a nervous laugh and rubs the back of his head. You can tell that he's acting. There's a bit more to his plans for sure.
Oh, I've got it. I know who we're meeting.
Huh?
Huh?
Isaac went and got himself a sugar daddy. I guess Argus isn't paying good enough anymore.
Wow.
What? No!
That makes perfect sense, actually. Unless you'd like to prove us wrong.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Nice try. It's not going to work. Just wait until Friday. It's not even that far away. Speaking of which, you're all still down to pregame?
Can I have a sugar daddy? Sugar daddy? Can I have one of them, please? I'm small. I'll fit in your lap.
Sounds good to me. I'm making a big list of snacks, too.
Great. I'll pick up some of the booze and juice. Let's get started around 4 p.m. Sound good?
Am I the sugar daddy? God damn it.
Day drinking?
Day drinking?
Day drinking.
Day drinking. A moment later, the server comes and hands us our bills. Yeah, they mentioned that at the beginning of Zephyr. They mentioned it as the light trickling through the cracks beneath the trees, or something like that. I noticed that mine has the discount Isaac assigned to my identity. This is probably a good time to ask him more about it. It still feels wrong.
Oh, he did that to you as well?
He fooled me too, I gotta admit.
Huh?
All of that stuff is just taken out of his paycheck. And if it's not, he's just abusing his friends and family discount. He's definitely not as dark and brooding as you think.
Oh, he's not Batman?
Thanks for ruining it, dude. I just wanted to be nice and impress Delta. Besides, it's a valid cover-up. Nobody really wants to accept pity money.
Wow. The fact that I'm jobless is now more apparent than ever. I appreciate Isaac's gesture, but I did save up a lot before moving. He'll help me out, but it wasn't necessary. I thank him, just to clear the air.
No problem. Glad to know you appreciate it. I always want to help, no matter how it comes across. It just felt better to remove any chance of offending you.
He glances at Taylor as he says that. I'm assuming he didn't react well to Isaac's pity money. But I can actually understand how that would win someone's pride.
Well, I've come to love it, trust me. But right now, there's an even bigger dilemma at hand.
He opens the menu and looks up and down.
Just what do I order?
I'm so conflicted with my order. Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. Does that mean we're gonna get to one-on-one them? Demon Slayer 21. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to Zoffin Cafe. No, his thing isn't unlocked. God damn it. I guess we'll keep going.
Experience pivotal fragment. Locked out?
The safety of the past is the greatest treasure that we can never possess. We need the Banui. We need the Banui. We leave the grocery store, our hands full of bags. It was mostly booze and the sort of junk food. You know, the usual. Took a couple hours. Isaac and Taylor were there to make it easier.
That's everything, yeah?
Kingdom Hearts? Yes.
I think so. Dante made the list, though. I'll just blame him if we forget anything.
Classy.
Classy. Isaac walks over to the driver's side door and tries to open it. A moment later, he looks up, giving us an embarrassed smile.
Oh, speaking of classy, please don't hate me for this.
Isaac, you didn't.
I did.
Locked keys in the car or forgot them? Taylor groans and places his bags in the ground. I'm a little confused, but I quickly realize what's going on. Isaac locked his keys in the car. I guess we're stuck.
And you insisted on using this dated piece of junk. If you had more refined taste, you could just whip out your phone.
I do have refined taste, and it's not dated, it's vintage.
Vintage, chat.
It's sketchy, is what it is.
You say that, but you'll thank me for having it one day.
Isn't it? Yeah, it's kind of futuristic, but he apparently seems to like vintage cars.
Oh, yes, of course. I'm so grateful that you.
Well,
looks like we're walking. This is Isaac's mess. Let him stay and fix it.
Why did they have the little, like, highlighted colored words?
Nah, I'm actually gonna walk with you. I'll have to grab some tools from my workshop. Thankfully, this isn't the first time I've locked myself out.
Vintage cars like vintage wine. Exactly. I just...
Thankfully?
Yeah, always makes a good story to tell.
Yes, well, we walk home in the rain with groceries.
Why not just get a new car? You know, one that follows regulations.
Because I'm just made of money.
He scoffs and walks back towards us. Taylor picks up his bags, and we start walking in the right direction. Maybe. With all this added weight, it'd take a couple hours to get back home. It is very curious.
I guess I'm coming over to your place now. Good thing I didn't have a stream plan today.
Oh, I would be so mad. Like, if someone did this to me, I would be like, I have a stream planned. I'm playing the brand new Kimurabi game. Why would you do this to me? You know, I'd be mad. Some good cheese. Can I have some cheese? I want some cheese. Not the inside of the mouth not being Bluetooth. Yeah, right? Yeah?
Or tomorrow, hopefully.
Like, even black. Black would have worked as well, because he's got, like, the blacker, like, the kind of grayish fur in his ears. Like, so, like, you know how some dogs have kind of, like, black, lips and stuff? I think that would have probably fit in a bit better, like the grey.
Yeah, I'm taking the weekend off for you.
Oh, he's cute.
I don't get to do that very often. It's costly. But in my heart, I know that this open bar is compensation enough.
Wow, they really asked... They must have asked a streamer their thoughts on taking time off streaming.
You get drunk after one cocktail.
Oh, I plan on going farther than that. You wanted to make the night memorable, right? I think the marker of a memorable night is not remembering it at all.
Oh, so you're an alcoholic.
What's this game called? This game is called Kimurabi. Furry Cures, if you want to... There's a link to the Kickstarter, as well as all the VAs and stuff. Clay's dabbled in a bit of streaming last summer. I don't think I've ever seen him stream. I know he's been on streams. Like, I saw him on a few streams before.
Says the guy who drinks beer at lunchtime.
Ooh. Belly shot.
Day drinking is better.
Oh, I can't wait to hear the explanation on that one.
Before they can continue talking, we almost bump into somebody. Quickly dodging to the side, we turn back and apologize.
Oh, sorry about that.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, it's Jonah's character!
Say, that's a lot of food.
I suppose it is.
Well, are you gonna eat it all?
I mean, it's raining and he's walking around with, like, his shirt open and no t-shirt on.
That's what you do with food, yeah?
Jonah's character, Luca. Take him home.
Oh.
It's Legoshi, yeah. His shoulders thump down, and he looks defeated. We exchange glances as concern rises within us.
Hey, everything all right?
Yeah, just really hungry.
Can't you go buy some food for yourself?
He slaps his hands on his pockets as if looking for something. A clearly comedic gesture, as we can now tell he's carrying nothing with him.
I guess I forgot my wallet at home.
Your phone, too?
My what?
Yo, look, I love sleeveless hoodies. I have like 3 of them. We exchange glances once again as we start to understand.
Oh, you're a zero.
Is a 0?
That's what they've been calling me, yeah.
You don't understand what a 0 is?
My friends are here to protest. I just wanted to see the city. Didn't pack enough, though, and now this walking has me starved.
We huddle together and start whispering amongst ourselves.
What do we do? Beats me. I've never met a zero before. Hey, aren't we gonna lose points if we keep talking to him? Dude, he's a person, not a liability.
I like you.
Of course, of course.
I can hear you.
Isaac and Taylor look scared stiff. To break the awkward silence, I grab an apple from Taylor's bag, holding out towards the 0, and make it clear that it now belongs to him.
No joke?
I shake my head and apologize on behalf of Isaac and Taylor.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. I'm just not used to seeing, zeros in the city.
Or, well, anywhere, for that matter. You and your friends are making history.
Yeah, if you say so.
If you say so. He steps forward and grabs the apple out of my hand.
What do they call you?
I tell him my name is Delta and introduce him to Isaac and Taylor.
Delta, huh? So I guess you're the cool one.
Yeah, I'm just cool as fuck. With a smile, he takes a bite of the apple and walks away. We wait until he's out of earshot before talking about what happened.
I'm totally cool. What was he talking about?
Yeah, the definition of cool. Walking around in a jacket that's 3 sizes too big.
Damn.
I'm growing into it.
More like filling it out with all that junk food you've been eating. Anyway, let's keep going. Hopefully that was our only distraction.
Wait, I'm actually kind of concerned.
Trust me, Isaac, it's nothing to worry about. Totally normal to be concerned with your weight.
No, you idiot! It's the 0. He said he wanted to see the city.
Oh, the Delta is the main character. Like, you can't change that.
I have ears.
Yeah, but that means he's never seen it before. He's one of the zeros that was born on a colony.
And?
He never got a chance to say no to the system. He must have had ideals forced onto him by mom and dad.
Oh.
Oh, I see what you mean. At least we get to choose.
There's lore of this game that we're missing, look clearly.
Shouldn't he, too? You know what? Never mind. This is getting too deep for me.
Yeah, sounds about right. You're more of a drinker than a thinker.
Yo.
Guess I have my work cut out for me then.
He laughs and shakes his bangles slightly. Bottles of alcohol shake around, knocking into one another. As we make our way home, I can't help but feel sorry for that 02. Everybody should get a chance to start fresh, just like I did. Bwom. Oh no! The ripple of time! It comes for us! Hold on, wait. These are like all different like voice things. I wonder if maybe one of them is to do with the zero guy.
Experience pivotal fragment. Another session.
Another session! Bwom. The Pokemon gods! They're taking over. They're taking over, chat. This thing is about everybody deserves a chance to start fresh. Even you. The counselor stares at me, like he's unsure of what to say. A few sheets of paper in his hands sporadically divert his attention. I can tell he's reading the notes from our previous sessions, our first session. We didn't get to cover too much ground, but it was still a nice experience. I was worried we wouldn't get along, and that was a bit of a stressor. He seems nice though, and a lot of my worries have dwindled.
Terribly sorry about last time. I hate cutting things short. But when our safety is on the line, I have to make some tough calls. That protest seemed pretty heated. I hope they didn't give you any trouble.
I shook my head. I had no issues getting home. I don't think the protesters wanted to hurt anybody. They just wanted change. Obviously some would fight for that chance. But no hands have been forced yet.
Interesting times we live in, hmm? Pay a group no mind, and eventually it'll grow unchecked. At this rate, the heads of August might have to get involved. But let's not worry about that right now. We're on the clock. There's a couple of things I wanted to ask you last time, so let's start there. With how calm it is outside today, I don't think we'll have any issues.
I wonder how he got, like, the scar. I wonder how that happened. And he looks like a bit of a bad boy with the piercings. Giving him a nod, I leaned back in my chair. I really didn't need to be here, but I didn't want to lose points either. It seemed like we were in a stalemate until he cleared me as a patient. I only saw my lost counselor for so long because it was part of my normal. A big life change like this, I wanted to leave some of that stuff behind. If you can deem me mentally fit, then I won't have to see him anymore. That could be easy or hard, and it differs from doctor to doctor. If how we're getting along, I think he can tell that I'm doing well. As I've said many times before, my lack of vision has never held me back.
This one is actually a bit atypical, but I'll ask it anyway. As we've already established, you're a bit of a unique case. So, if you had the option to experience a vision, would you? I know you say you're fine without one, but this is a different angle.
Like an iRobot or Skynet? Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is like, they're like Skynet, kind of like controlling the world.
If I could offer you a vision of your future, would you take it? Keep in mind that you might not like what you see.
Draco, this is Komorebi, the new game by Clace. They asked me to play the game, and here we are. I don't know. So I would. I'd kind of want to see. I feel like I'd want to. See, I don't know. Yeah, I think I'd want to. It was not. So think of it like My Hero Academia Cosmic. 1% of the population never got a vision, whereas the other 99% did. My Hero Academia, I think it's like 5% of the population didn't get a quirk, but everyone else did. Kind of the same idea. I'd probably want to see, just so that I could know.
I see. So you're fine without it, but
yeah,
you also embrace it.
I think I'd want to see it because everyone else has seen one, and the fact that we've, like, the fact that we've, that you could, and that everyone else has, I'd kind of want to see it, just so that I knew kind of like a direction, I guess.
That's a double-edged sword, Delta. And it could end up causing more harm than good. But I don't blame you. Deep down, we all want to belong. To be like everybody else.
Well, I have no idea, Lex. Like, I have no idea what's happening.
I've never found any merit in that, though. Trying to be like other people only makes you forget who you are.
I feel like
there's a certain beauty in embracing what makes you special.
I feel like no matter what you said, he was gonna talk down to you. Like, I don't think that there's a way through this where he's like, yes, you don't need to be a patient anymore.
There used to be a time when you couldn't do that. At least not without being judged by your peers.
Yeah, they're all linked in my tweet for Acres.
Even a few generations ago, psychics were a laughingstock. But then Komorebi came along and turned the tables for everybody. My point is that society moves on to a new fad almost every other day. Trying to stay current, trying to fit in, is generally a bad idea.
It's a vision of your future, Pop, so I have no idea what that future could be.
Be yourself, Delta. Your time in the spotlight will come eventually.
But everyone seems to have embraced it as something that was happening. So, like, it's like, if, like, let's take, you put your shoes on tomorrow and you go to the store and you win $1 million. Like that's determined. That's going to happen in their eyes, There was no, like, conversation about whether people just continued as normal to see if it happened or not. I nod, unsure of where he's going with this. He makes me do a lot, doesn't he?
Regardless of your thoughts right now, in the future you may feel pressured to fit in. I try and give my patients lessons that they can use for the rest of their lives. So even if I end up clearing you as a patient, you'll be just a tad wiser.
Well, that's what it kind of implies, Populous, because there's no conversation about, like, whether it's predetermined or not. You know, when he puts it that way, it sounds kind of cool. I may not need a therapist, but maybe I shouldn't think of him as one. He's like a mentor, an older, wiser person to teach me valuable lessons.
As I was saying, Komarebi changed the way we see almost everything. We look back on history and see prophets all the time, but we never believed them. Seers, soothsayers, fortune tellers, we see them littered throughout our past. But now it's impossible to justify our skepticism. In fact, it now seems unreasonable to deny. Who's to say that Komarebi wasn't gifted to special people in the past? These people throughout the ages could have just been the first to receive it.
It seems more like a curse, actually. Yeah, maybe like a trial run before giving it to the world. See, I feel like that's a dumb thing to say, but I also feel like it's very on par with what's going on. But with the chaos and stuff it brought and what came from it, I'd say curse.
But then you have to ask, where did the Komarebi phenomenon come from? Is someone or something responsible? Or is it just random? The implications of these visions unsettled almost everybody.
That makes me think of an anime. There's an anime, I can't remember the name of it, but like, the main character... Magnum, thank you for the 50 titty bitties.
Hey, Lumi.
Cyberpender, hey. What was it? There was a bit in like an anime that I saw where like the main character had the world had ended and everyone got these like wishes, and one of them wished that he could control the world and he could basically just activate his control of an area and no one could do anything apart from what he wanted. And I can't remember what it was called, but that just comes to mind.
Interesting to know that you think of it as a curse, though.
Hello, Bringo. Brr.
A lot of people without
Blue hay
reasons think that they weren't worthy of Komarebi. Like it's something gifted to people who meet certain conditions.
Magnum Cyber, how are you doing today?
But regardless of where it came from, we have to live with it. You seem to be doing pretty good in a world like this, though. You may not fit in, but like I said, you don't need to.
How don't I fit in? I fit in perfectly fine. I don't have a vision, does it? He smiles softly and places his papers on the stand beside him.
I'm a bit of an outlier myself, you know. There's a reason why I counsel people like you, Delta. So when I talk about not having visions, just know that I speak from the heart.
Did you not have a vision?
A lot of things you feel over your lifetime, I already have. Doubts, fears, depression. There's a lot that could come your way. If I can make it easier on you, then I consider all of this a success.
It's just called life, though, isn't it? Whoa, so he's never experienced Komarebi either. Called it. I also find it interesting that he's starting to open up to me. Until just recently, it seemed like he was reciting a self-help book.
You might not experience these things for years to come. But unfortunately, we all have a crisis or two throughout our lives. When yours comes, I hope that you'll look back on these talks with an open mind.
It feels a little harsh to tell me that my way of life will be difficult in the future. But I guess that's a universal fact. Nobody sails through life without issue. I thank him for what he's told me, especially for opening up to me.
No worries, Delta. This is a two-way street.
What do you mean, Lunarian?
I may do most of the talking, but I try to mix it up. I want to talk to you, not at you. It's more personal that way. For example, now you know that I'm just like you. My advice may have seemed generic, but it came from experience, and that, as they say, is the best teacher. So I think we'll mix together well.
I think we're mixing together quite well. Now just sign me off and let me leave.
Let's talk about that during our next session, though.
God damn it.
We're almost off the clock. I'd hate to get cut off in the middle of something like we did last time. Just be careful out there when you leave. Could be another protest. Or even worse.
I realize that he's right. The hour of our session has basically flown by. It's probably a good thing though. Wouldn't want these meetings to drag on. After thanking for his time, I decided to gather my thoughts before heading out. Oh, is this the words? Edits the words!
Interact with each word to learn more about it. Upon interacting with both, your experience will continue.
Literally just Dan. Hello, how you doing? Erxos. Wow. The inner workings of the corporation are shrouded in mystery. Nobody even knows who runs it, but theories run rampant. Currently, it must be in the hands of the founder's child or children. It's been way too long to remain in the hands of just one generation. But no matter who runs it, their influence on society is clear. A word without the Argus Corporation would be awful. At least that's what we think. All we can really do is speculate. Either way, the influence and power of the single corporation is immense. They have a monopoly on almost everything, and use it to maintain order. Could be worse. They could use their power for nefarious purposes. Not worth thinking about though, as there are far more real issues at hand. Namely, the protests and the people living outside our city limits. Zeros. Okay, let's find out more about these protests. While the system is presented as mandatory, some people still dodge it. They have no score, no identity, and live outside the city in a self-sustaining community. They are known as Zeros. While originally a small group, they have since grown quite large. As they grow, so too does the size and scope of our cities. The Argus Corporation has slowly but surely been encroaching on Zero territory. They're running out of space, and the integrity of their communities is more and more at risk. Some people say that they deserve it, but I don't think it's so black and white. Either way, these protests aren't violent, and they aren't calling for any substantial change. Zeros simply want the ability to enter the city legally, and purchase what they need to live. They need this because the loss of space means they can't make enough on their own. I'm sure they'll reach a mutual conclusion, but it's odd how involved Argus is. He has such a sway with world powers, but I guess as people say, they did save the world. Maybe they're simply collecting what they now believe is their reward. Zero to hero in no time flat. Zero to hero just like that. I fucking love Hercules. Such a good movie. You love Hercules. Do you love Hercules?
View which journal entry?
I have journals. I don't know if one. Oh, hello. Sunday, December 15th, 2041. Or a little ahead of time, 20 years in the future. I finally moved in with Isaac. Wow, that feels weird to say. I've been dreaming of a new start for such a long time. Now that it's here, it feels kind of surreal, like a dream. Dreams are good though, especially when the alternative is a nightmare. But I don't think I'll have to worry about that. I may worry about Dante though. He seems to disregard a lot of Isaac's wishes, and their personalities clash all the time. But they seem to use that as a springboard to become closer, instead of an excuse to drift apart. I feel like we could all learn a thing or two from that. Isaac added me to the group chat, and I got to talk with Taylor for the first time. I'm going to try organising an outing in a few days so I can meet him for real. He's a pretty popular streamer actually. I could even tell from the energy he exuded over the text that there was something special about him. I wouldn't throw the term born entertainer around easily, but he's definitely a born entertainer. I could tell he's a bit cautious about his public image though. He kept telling Isaac and Dante not to fight, since he didn't want any scandals on his shoulders. That's a ticking time bomb though. I've only been here for one day, and I can already tell that getting Dante and Isaac to stop teasing each other is a fool's errand. When I write about these people, I feel happy. Definitely made the right choice. I'm gonna write on the sides like a true rebel. Wow, Delta. Hi Nuri, how you doing? The Banui is not unlocked! He's still locked to me!
View which journal entry.
Let's look at number 2. Monday, December 16th, 2041. We're all just numbers in the computer. Isaac left his lunch at home today, so I had to bring it to him at work. His store is definitely pretty chill, and he even told me that his manager is always hiring, so if I ever came to it, I could work with him. Only if I need to though, a last resort. Working with friends can easily destroy productivity. There's also the fact that we'd be competing for sales. That's never a good thing to do with people who are close to you. Not that there'd even be a competition. I mean, I'd clearly win. I do feel kind of bad for Isaac though. He mentioned that he lost commission on a lot of sales. I guess people who were up to no good decided to con him into selling them some stuff. He told me that he can lose points, since he's basically enabling their crimes. Since when is ignorance a form of complicity? Isaac is 100% innocent, and I'd always have his back. Ooh, congrats Nuri, I hope you get it. Wonder what crimes they were committing, and why they'd need to buy so much stuff though. Maybe I'll ask Isaac sometime. If they dock points from his score, they better give him every last detail, or at least let him contest it. But I guess if Argus didn't want to tell him, they could hide behind the new glitch in the system excuse. A blanket statement that seems to absolve Argus of any wrongdoing lately. It's pretty weak. Anyway, my mind is just running wild. I wasn't even planning to write in this journal today, but it's currently late at night and Dante is blasting music while he works. I'm pretty sure that I can hear Isaac fuming all the way from my room. Delta.
View which journal entry.
Give me number 3. Tuesday, December 17th, 2041. I met Taylor today. It was definitely an experience. He even tried flirting with me like 5 seconds after meeting me. But I guess that's just how he is. Can't hate on the guy for being himself. Harmless fun. It was also my first time going to the... Fucking shat myself. Sniffy, thank you for the $5, you massive dork. What are you doing? Why are you... What? Thank you for the $5 towards the index fund. Fucking shat myself. I was just in the middle of reading. It was also my first time going to the... Anonymous gifter, whoever you may be, thank you for 3 months of tier 1 sub gifted to Nuri the Nerd. Nuri, enjoy those emotes ad reviewing. Thank you, anonymous gifter, and welcome to the Illuminati. Enjoyed Anka dancing all over Twitch. It was also my first time going to the Triple R. That's the coffee shop our gang frequents. It also doubles as a nice place to get a meal. Their hangover breakfast has been immensely recommended anytime the name of the shop is brought up. The Triple R. Rest, relaxation, and whatever the third one is. I guess it's one of those mysteries we'll never solve. Or I guess I could ask the employees. But that requires socializing. Anyway, I didn't even get to learn much about Taylor. The topic of the day was our upcoming nightclub trip. Isaac seems to have planned a party surrounding my arrival. And not only that, but there's another new friend of his coming to town. I guess I wasn't the only one. Not that it matters. You can't expect everyone else's lives to revolve around my arrival. But it wouldn't hurt if it did. At least for the first little bit. Everyone likes feeling like a star every once in a while. Dante left his wallet. I think I'll bring it back to him. He did mention wanting to bond when I got the chance. And his room is pretty close to mine. I wonder if he even realized his mistake. I'll figure that out right now. Wow, Moki, I'm gonna bonk you. Snow, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Snow, you're fine, Sniffy. It just happened. Making... Yeah, we're reading his things, Zokar. I see you and you're in the zones, Moki. I see you there. That was the third one, right? Wednesday, December 18th, 2041. Okay, so I've been forgetting a few things. That discount Isaac applied to my identity wasn't really what I thought. He just shared his friends and family discount with me since he worked for Argus. I feel a lot better about that now. I kind of thought we were cheating the system. I don't want to get in trouble so soon after moving. I really like it here. I also started bonding with Dante. He always seemed a bit distant, but I kind of felt a real connection the moment we were alone, you know? Without the constant quips he likes to throw around. They were still there, don't get me wrong, but they didn't take the forefront like they normally do. I got to learn more about him and his work, and it was great. I'm sure Isaac will be happy that we're getting along too. Me, Isaac, and Taylor also ran into Zero on the street today. I knew that they were here to protest, illegally, yet also peacefully, but I didn't pay them any mind. That all changed today. These people are no longer a concept in my head. I've met them for real. And a lot of the advice people have been giving me just feels wrong now. Ignore them, don't get involved. But they're people, and they're suffering. How can we ignore that? Maybe that's why Argus never wanted them in the city, so we all saw them as an invisible threat. I guess it's a lot easier to fight the idea of a person than it is the actual person. Hope they get what they want. Ran out of space on the bottom, so I'm saying here... I'm signing here and no one can stop me. Delta. Oh my god. Are you on mobile? Wait. Where? Who's on mobile?
View which journal entry?
Do I have number 5? I do. Thursday, December 19th, 2041. Well, tomorrow is the big day. We've got all the stuff we need to pregame, and everything is set in stone. I've been told to take it easy and relax. I want to help with preparation, but this party is for me, as they say. So I should just sit back. I guess I should accept the courtesy while I can. A lot of the offers I've been given lately were just because I'm new here. I know that once I settle in, I'll be expected to pull my weight a little bit more. Or maybe a lot more. Who knows? But I have a feeling that this expectation will become a reality once the dust from our nighttime outing settles. So I guess I'll enjoy this last little bit of laziness while I still can. The visits with my counselor are going well too. Honestly, everything is going well for me lately. So much better than where I came from. I finally feel like I can breathe and live for myself. I think I'm through living for other people. I was so used to helping others that I forgot what it felt like to help myself. A little self-care can go an extremely long way. My counselor did mention the zeros though. I kind of have a personal policy where I refuse to lie to my counselor, but I don't know what to do. He technically works for Argus, so I'm not sure how he'd react if he knew that I not only socialized with Zero, but gave him some of my food as well. I mean, it seems inherently harmless. But I'm pretty sure it's still against the law. I know counselors say that you can tell them anything. I don't know why that didn't play. And it's just between you and them, but is that true? Anyway, Isaac wanted to talk to me more about something today, since it's our last free day before we get too drunk to function. Engaging side content. Alright. Hold on, wait. You're a cute boy donated $2. Jonathan, hey. Was that you, Moki? Is that you? And I'm pretty sure all they did was the noise. Pretty sure that's what the message was. What, me? Yeah. Yeah. Technically it didn't say an on. Technically it didn't say an on, Moki. Yeah, that's my noise. Last day.
Experience pivotal fragment. Introspeculation.
Introspeculation. That's good. Let's go. Nostalgia is like a broken mirror. Recreate the past and you'll end up full of cuts. Is that... what? I throw my head back and take a shot. The alcohol quickly burns my throat. After a couple of coughs, I let out a noise that signals my satisfaction. I can't help but feel happy, as a warm feeling rises within me.
I guess Delta is a lightweight too. Looks like you have some competition, Taylor.
Hey, it's not a competition if the victor is clear. $100 says I pass out before they do.
Oh, now this is gonna be interesting.
Here, let me get the music. We need a theme song for Taylor's demise.
Taylor's demise.
Wow, have some faith, dude.
As if your ego needs to get any bigger. If I could afford it, my money would go right on Delta.
Well.
Wait, you can't afford it? I thought your books were bestsellers.
Oh.
Yeah, they were.
Ooh.
Anyway, what do you want to hear? You all okay if I put on some clays?
Yo, look, self-drop, a little bit of clays in there. Oh, I feel stupid.
I could go either way.
You know, for some reason, my brain thought that, like there's 5 characters that they mention, and my brain was like, oh yeah, no, that's fine, we've got me and the other 4. That's it, we've met them all, right? No, I forgot all about Clace. $4.20! Nerd, dark, cutie, dab. Is that like crush, kill, destroy, dab? Giggle cat, whoever you may be, thank you for the 420. Nice. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for adding to the fund of the index fund.
You know, I heard he could too.
I completely forgot about Clace being in the game.
Oh, really? He'd fit in well with us then.
Whoa, 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 speak for yourself, man. We don't all hit on everyone we see.
Dude, I mean...
Yeah, I made sure to warn my friend about that. Meeting a boozed up tailor is certainly an, experience.
Well, I'll take that as a compliment.
I wanna meet a boozed up tailor. Look, listen, I would...
Please don't.
Always gotta ruin my fun.
Of course, Angel Dust would voice this character.
But go ahead, put on some clays. Not very party-like, just sitting here in silence.
Dante smiles and pulls out his phone. The speakers in the corner of the room let out a noise, signaling his connection. After a few moments of scrolling through his device, he decides on a song.
Party time?
Party time.
Party time!
Party time! He presses play with a wide grin on his face, and music fills the room. Isaac grabs the bottle of vodka resting on the table and stands up tall.
And that means more shots!
Giggity. He slides his shot glass across the table in my direction. Dante does the same, but in Taylor's direction. Oh no. They really do want to test our tolerance.
Prepare for trouble!
And make it double? He throws the bottle in the air and catches it with flourish.
We're making it a double.
Fucking called it. Called it. Fucking Team Rocket reference. He walks over to me and fills up both shot glasses with vodka. A moment later, he does the same to Taylor, topping us up. I tell him I'll do it. As long as he and Dante do it too. Fabulous! With the frickin' angel dust.
You have yourself a deal. 4 for you, 4 for us.
Oh God.
You really want us to pass out, huh? Don't think your friend would like being stood up.
We'll pace ourselves, don't worry. Remember, we're not leaving for 3 more hours.
So you're saying drink up?
Hell yeah.
I'm surprised you haven't already.
As if that was a direct challenge, Taylor and I both take our shots. Then in one swift motion, we slide the glasses over to Isaac and Dante, filling them up almost immediately. Isaac then strikes a thinking pause.
We should have a toast.
To what?
Taylor's inebriation is becoming clear as he wobbles slightly. If the earlier wager were official, I guess he'd be winning.
I live by many rules, but one has never let me down. Always let a rider make the toast. It's what they do best.
Oh good. All eyes are immediately on Dante.
Wow. No pressure or anything.
Come on, it's an honor.
We playing Mario Party? Hell yeah, look, listen, me and fucking Taran and Swizz would drink them under the table. And Giggle Cat says, yes, I had to make it uneven sinful.
it's my job. It's not a party trick, but sure. Let me think of something.
Him and Isaac both pick up a one-shot glass in unison. There's a pause for a few moments while Dante decides what to say. But after a little while of thinking, he seems to give up and laugh.
You know what? This one's just from the heart. Here's to getting wasted with the people that matter.
Yeah, with the people that matter. And with any luck, that list will keep on growing.
Taylor and I hold our hands up, like we were taking shots as well. We all say cheers, and they down the vodka faster than Isaac poured it. Boppo donates $4.60 and says... Wait.
No.
There you go. Thank you, Boppo, for the $4.60. Talk about getting a head start on the night. Buzzed before supper time.
Speaking of which, who are we meeting? You gonna tell us who this friend of yours is?
Nope. But honestly, I'm nervous too. I've never met him, so it's not just you.
Wait a second. You've never even met him?
Correct?
And you think I move fast with guys?
Wow.
Hey, it's not like he's a stranger, man. He's just never been in town until today. But we've been friends online for a while now. Trust me, he's good.
Simple, you dark.
Well, if you say so. Anyone who gives me free booze is good in my books. I just thought you met him before with how much you've been saying.
Nope. Just the anxiety making me ramble.
Oh, he's kinda cute.
Hence all the liquid courage we just ingested. Might want to switch to rum though. Vodka's running dry.
Rum is better. Rum is definitely better than vodka. He shakes the bottle with an embarrassed laugh. We've already gone through a whole bottle? Wow. Isaac must have weird definition of pacing.
Rum? I'm down.
Hell yeah.
I'll go grab the cola. I think it's time to start mixing. Those straight shots are really starting to creep up on me.
With dramatic flair, he acts like he's passed out. Then, a moment later, his head rests on my shoulder. I laugh and exchange awkward glances with everyone else.
Or maybe you could get it for me, Delta. I fear I've gotten a bit lightheaded over here.
Wow. I have no problem doing a favor for a friend, so I agree. But a temptation rises with me to mess with him before I get up. Looking down at him, I think of what message I'd like to send. That's a message. Hello? Hi, Zabito. Hello. Hi, cry. Hi, cry. Cry. Hi. Welcome on in. How was Destiny? How was your stream? Hello. Welcome on in. Raiders, we're playing the new Komorebi game made by Clace. Hi. We're about to wrap around an arm around a bun. I wrap an arm around him. Give him a tight squeeze. Guys, if you haven't seen Karai, go give them a follow. Go check them out. Go pet their face. They're good bean. They're very good bean. New storyteller, by the way. Go pet them. Go check them out. The others look a bit surprised, but Taylor sounds incredibly happy.
I'd tell you not to let go, but I really wanted that cola.
Wow.
Ah, yes. The master of romance.
Sounds like me. Moki, get me the cola. No, don't touch me. Get me the cola. A few chuckles fill the room as I stand up and walk to the fridge. The cola is easy to find, even amongst the booze-filled appliance. When I make it back to the table, I notice that Dante is holding the rum.
Man, I'm gonna miss this.
What, the rum? He sighs as he shakes the bottle, swirling the liquid inside.
Well, we can always buy more. It's cheap stuff.
No, don't get me the cola. No, don't let go. But get me the cola. Yes.
No, not that. I meant all of this.
Oh my god.
In general.
Try, sleep well, lay down, chill.
sitting down with your best friends, getting drunk during the day, downing shot after shot like our bodies aren't starting to hate us.
Oh, you mean youth.
Youth.
Yeah, but at least we made the most of it. Couldn't have asked for a better group of friends.
Dude, I feel exactly the same way.
Old Lumi like football.
I can't even imagine what life would be like without all of you. Just the thought of it is enough to keep me up at night. And it does.
Oh? Finally confessing your feelings for all of us?
Wow, Bob. Don't kick the Lumi.
Dude, no way. It's just, we're so close now, but are we still in touch in any of your visions?
But, Lunarian, you're also a good bean, so it does not surprise me that you would follow a good bean. I shrug, since it's pretty obvious that I've never had a vision. The rest of them exchange worried glances of one another. They didn't have to say anything. Know exactly what they were thinking.
Oh.
Exactly. I can't get it off my mind. I think of you all as my family, but in my vision, you're not even an afterthought.
I know Dante is... I know Dante has fixed all of us some rum and cola. Dive bomb!
Loom Hypers.
Thank you so much for the Prime Gaming for 7 heckin' months. Really appreciate it. May you enjoy those emotes and reviewing, and welcome back to Illuminati. Hi Dive Bomb, how are you doing today? The mood in the room took a turn for the worse, and I stare at my glass. I'm not sure how I fit into this conversation. I'm definitely still the odd one out.
Hey, we're together now, and that's what matters.
I feel like Delta is gonna be like the exception. Like he's gonna be the thing that keeps them together because he's technically not part of the Komorebi.
If you're constantly worried about the future, you'll never enjoy the present. We could drift apart, yeah, but no point in just moping around until it happens.
Isaac looks up from his glass with a Isaac looks up from his glass with a smile.
Remember what you said about foresight in the group chat? If we know we might stop being friends, then we need to make the most of it. And I don't know about you, but I think tonight is the perfect night for that.
You know what? You're right, but why do we have to drift apart? Who says we can't be friends forever?
Yeah, no, Rask is not at all. Look, listen, I'm just playing a cute graphic novel that I was asked to play by one of the developer man who did it. Nothing furry about it. These are just simple, straight male characters who just are giving friendly bonding feelings to each other of men.
Fate, and quite literally.
Yeah, it's just anime. It's just an isekai.
Well then, screw fate. I won't let anything take you away from me.
Just guys being dudes. It's not gay if you kiss your boyfriend, right? Exactly. Something for you, shut your face. Captain fucking Fuga over there.
I don't know if we're equipped to fight fate, man. And if well-wishing were a weapon, the world would be much better off.
Alright, Bunny, I'll get you a Keyblade.
Let's just create some memories that we can revisit whenever we want.
Even when we're no longer together.
Isaac's mood almost instantly reverses, and he holds up his glass.
Now there's a toast.
We touch our glasses together, then take a large swig.
And shame on you, Taylor. Using my own words against me?
Right, Bob, exactly. Moki high. I see you.
Guess it's true what they say, though. Your own advice is always better when it comes from somebody else.
We're all creatures of self-doubt, man. Can't escape that. But don't worry, Isaac. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not sure if we can beat fate. But I promise to put up one hell of a fight.
That seemed like the perfect end to our discussion. Moving on to more casual topics, we slowly sip our drinks. But this is the first time I've seen the more negative effects of Komorebi. A group of people realizing they might not be friends forever. There's something so liberating, yet terrifying about that. It almost seemed like a rite of passage into maturity. But here I sat, with no vision to my name, and no input at all. As my new life kept going, I had no idea what the future could bring. And that thought alone was almost as liberating and terrifying as the alternative. Mom. Next 96. Moki is actually basically Ventus. Is his name? No. What's the filler do?
Would you like to change the status of the nostalgia filter?
Sure.
Would you like to change the? Would you like to change the? Would you like to?
I don't get the nostalgia filter. Roxas? Ventus. Guy. Tervalis, hello. Would you like to change the... I don't know if I want to... Well, I want to know what happens next. I don't want to... I just want to know what happens next. Please consider pledging to the Kickstarter. P.S. If you already did, then oh my god, thanks. Hey, Clace here. Just wanted to thank you for playing through this demo. It's been almost 2 years of hard work and everyone involved has been super passionate, putting their all into everything. I think it really shines through. I hope you enjoyed your time in the world of Komorebi. I bet you're excited to get to the nightclub with your new friends, but that has to wait just a bit longer. Though the good news is that there's going to be a second part to this demo, equally as long as this one. Both of these demos combined will provide the entire first chapter of Komorebi for free. The game will be 4 chapters in total, and it's quite a bit of content to tide you over until we fully launch. I'll provide release details on part 2 soon. In the meantime, please use Komorebi Game to post about your experience. We'd love to hear all your thoughts and get the community going when we finalize part 2 for release. There are actually a couple of reasons why I chose to release the demo in 2 parts. I knew that after releasing it, there would be tons of people learning about this game from the first time. Giving the entire world some time to play through it and get on the same page means that the turnout to the nightclub outing will be as big as possible. I also kind of like the idea of marking our calendars for the date and time that part 2 will come out. That way we can all experience the same night on the same night. We've all been going through a tough time over the last little while. Let's have an awesome night out together soon, Clace. Don't forget to tell your friends about Komorebi. Well, that's the demo. If it's more cute and handsome furry boys, wow, Wendy. Yeah, wow. Guys, calm down. You're fine. It's okay. Let me have the Banui. If we don't get the Banui, Sniffy has been held. It's to be continued. I need more though. Where's the rest of it? You'll get it soon. And a dragon. Oh my god. Zachary. Miffy, hello. How you doing? It's not fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You'll get part 2. So you're gonna romance the bunny, obviously. I could go for all these like talky bits, but I think I'll save them. I'll save them for now because I've been going for a little while, and as much as I would love to just sit here and listen to them discuss more to me for a little while longer, I think we're gonna call it.